It's a top 10 matchup at Johnny Unitas Stadium Wednesday night. The Tiger Lacrosse Report presented by the Green Turtles starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. You come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Shawn Nadelen. And coach, the number 1 Greyhounds of Loyola coming to Johnny Unitas Stadium Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. First off, why is this a middle-of-the-week game?
Both teams wanted to keep it going, and I think within the Patriot League schedule, we had to find a time. This was quite a few years back. We had to find a date that worked, and for whatever reason, it got moved to a weekday schedule. And I've been trying to get it back to a Saturday. Just I feel like for fans and stuff, and it's obviously a big game, be beneficial. Just haven't been able to find an opportunity for that.
Back in your day, you used to play a lot of midweek games, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, it's the schedule's a little bit longer. Teams are starting in February and going all the way through May. And when I started, it was in March, so you had to squeeze some more games in midweek.
All right, now, when you talk about Loyola, the first thing that has to come up is Pat Spencer. Most figure he's the odds-on favorite to win the Tuarton Trophy this year. What is it about him that makes him so special?
He's a very complete offensive player. I say offense because he could play. He's not just an attackman. He could come out of that box and be a great midfielder as well. So he's physically, he's got a lot of great tools in regards to his size, his speed, his change of direction, his vision, his IQ. Very strong. He's got very strong skill with both hands. He's really developed into a very complete offensive player, and he's got a ton of confidence. I mean, you can just see how the kids play in that. He steps on the field, he feels like he's the best player out there. You can see it on film, and he's in his first three games, he's proven that. And he's a guy that is using his athleticism to the most of his advantage out there on the field, and it's going well, not just for him but for them as a whole.
I'm sure your defense is probably excited, though, to get the opportunity to play against them. I'm sure you, as a player, you probably loved going against those guys that everyone said, oh, this guy is a monster, you can't stop him. You probably relished facing those type of guys. Absolutely. Any competitive person is going to enjoy an opportunity to play against somebody that you feel is going to give you a great run, a great test. You always loved, Magic and Larry Bird, always loved going at each other, and then MJ and all those guys. It's like, you want to see how,
how competitive and how good you are, you got to be able to go against other teams, that are going to, expose you or going to challenge you, and that's obviously why the schedule we have. We want to see how good we are and how good we can really be and be tested through the season. We have guys on the team that are excited for an opportunity to play against, obviously, Loyola as a team and where they are right now, but obviously the caliber of players that they have as well.
And when you're number one in the country, you're not a one-man show. So this Loyola team is not a one-man show. Another guy having a great start is Jake Stover, the goalie. What makes him such an effective goalkeeper?
He's just poised in the net. He does a great job of making the saves he's supposed to and then stealing a couple here and there. He's not overly flamboyant. He's just very steady in the net. Their defense is strong in front of them. They do a very good job. Like us, not that I think they've had as much face-off success as we have, but they put teams on their heels by their ability to get out in the, from the defensive end to the offensive end. They put teams on their heels because they score a lot of goals, especially early on in the game. So, when teams feel like they have to force a little bit more offensively, that can play to the defense's advantage. But again, he's just been very sound and very solid in the net.
The other thing is he's got a lot of experience. I mean, it seems like he's been goalkeeping there for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been around. He's seen a lot of shots, been in a lot of games.
For you guys, you mentioned they like to get off to a quick start. I guess that's going to be a big key for you is to try to contain that offense early on in the ball game.
Absolutely. We just want to start strong. That's something that we haven't done the past 2 games. I feel like we've gotten out of the gate. We've been able to play well, but I don't think we've been as sharp as we really can be. And Alex has provided us opportunity for that. We just haven't capitalized as much maybe offensively as we could have. So again, we need to do well off the face-off in order for us to earn possession time and create opportunities. We need to, if we were playing defense, obviously we need to everybody be on the same page and make a good stop and then clear the ball effectively and be efficient on the offensive end. That's where I feel like we've really been at our best, is when the ball's moving, all 6 guys offensively are working together and we're creating really good quality shots and getting them in good spots on net and scoring goals. Being aggressive but poised at the same time.
You think it's safe to say for the fans that are going to come out to watch the game on Wednesday night that you've got the best attackman in the country and you've got the best short stick defensive midi in the country playing in this ball game, and Zach Goodrich and Pat Spencer?
Yeah, I don't think many would argue that, sure.
So, the Tigers and the Greyhounds, Wednesday, 6 p.m. at Johnny Unitas Stadium. Glenn Smith and I will have the call for you on TowsonTigers.com starting at 5:45 with the pregame show. So, for the head coach of the Tigers, Shawn Nadelen, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. And as always, go Tigers.